Hello, everybody. I'm BC Begley, and these are your news headlines for January the 24th of 2023. Mitch Daniels tests Senate run in Indiana, which is drawing fire from Trump world. At 73 years old, Mitch Daniels has been through decades of political battles as a staffer, a strategist, a White House official, and the governor of Indiana. Now, after a 10-year hiatus in which he served as the president of Purdue University, he is once again mulling a political re-entry. His interest in a Senate campaign in 2024 has already sparked uproar inside the Republican Party. George Santos's official congressional bio admits little is verifiably true about the Republican. Representative George Santos, a Republican from New York, has been accused of so many lies at this point that it's become almost impossible for anyone to put an actual biography together. One for an official Congress app even admitted that little is, quote, verifiably true about the Republican. Space is running out of space, say experts, and it could end in war. So space is apparently running out of space, and it could end in war, experts say. With up to 100 lunar missions due to be launched within the next decade, many pumping satellites into orbit, the gap between the Earth and the Moon is set to become even more overcrowded. Earth's core has stopped and may be reversing direction, a study says. So Earth's inner core has recently stopped spinning, and it may now be reversing the direction of its rotation, according to a surprising new study that probed the deepest reaches of our planet with seismic waves from earthquakes. 4 Oath Keepers have been convicted of seditious conspiracy in the January 6th protest. A jury on Monday convicted 4 members of the Oath Keepers of seditious conspiracy in the second batch of guilty verdicts related to the group's efforts to block the certification of the 2020 U.S. presidential election. United States President Joe Biden's approval rating is down to 41%. A total of 41% of Americans say that they approve of the way Joe Biden is handling his job as President of the United States, and 54% say they disapprove of the way Biden is handling his job. This is according to the latest survey from the American Research Group. Back in December, 45% approved of the way Biden was handling his job as president, and 50% disapproved. The Vatican is investigating a lockdown sex party in a cathedral. The Vatican is investigating allegations of a sex party that is said to have taken place at a British cathedral during a COVID lockdown, according to a report. The United States says Finland and Sweden are ready to join the NATO alliance. The United States State Department on Monday said Finland and Sweden are ready to join the NATO alliance after Turkish President Erdogan said Sweden should not expect Turkey's support for its membership after a protest near the Turkish embassy in Stockholm over the weekend, which included the burning of a copy of the Quran. Former senior FBI official is accused of working for Russia that he investigated. The FBI's former top spy hunter in New York was charged on Monday with taking secret cash payments of more than $225,000 while overseeing highly sensitive cases and breaking the law by trying to get a Russian billionaire Oleg Deripaska removed from a U.S. sanctions list, accusations that have shocked the closeted world of his fellow high-ranking intelligence officials. Mexico's top cop was being paid by El Chapo's Sinaloa cartel, the feds say at New York trial. Mexico's one-time top police officer played the part of drug-fighting hero, adding more than 30,000 cops to the country's federal police force, but it was all a front, federal prosecutors say. He was really taking money from Joaquin El Chapo Guzman's feared Sinaloa cartel to keep drugs flowing into the United States. A German terrorist organization is accused of plotting nationwide civil war. Federal prosecutors in Germany said on Monday that they have indicted 5 people for treason and forming a terrorist organization that aim to topple the government and spark a nationwide German civil war. According to a report, Kevin McCarthy is set to visit Taiwan later this year. McCarthy has international travel plans for which the Pentagon is making preparations, with Taiwan as one of the places expected to be seeing, according to Punchbowl News, which spoke with officials directly involved in the talks. Netanyahu says we'll fight all illegal building in the West Bank. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said on Monday that his government will combat illegal building by both Palestinians and Israelis in the West Bank, days after his defense minister ordered the evacuation of an illegal Israeli outpost with Netanyahu's backing, but in defiance of far-right religious Zionism leader Bezalel Smotrich. Japan is on the verge of societal collapse due to its plummeting birth rate, the prime minister says. The Japanese prime minister spoke in desperate terms about the country's cratering birth rate in an address to his nation's parliament on Monday. Egg prices have rose 60% in 2022, and one farm group claims it's a collusive scheme by suppliers. Egg prices soared to historically high levels in the year of 2022, and one group is alleging the trend is due to something more nefarious than just simple economics. Bankrupt crypto lender Genesis plans to seek mediation if creditor deal isn't struck this week. Crypto lender Genesis filed for bankruptcy last Thursday, but its lawyers have been in negotiations with creditors and its largest borrower, parent company Digital Currency Group, for more than 2 months. M&M's says it's replacing its beloved Spokes candies with Maya Rudolph. Looks like America's ongoing candy wars may have claimed more victims. In a surprise move, M&M's announced on Twitter Monday that its multicolored cast of candy spokespeople will be headed into indefinite retirement effective immediately. Their replacement? Saturday Night Live favorite Maya Rudolph. Nearly 220 million people in Pakistan were without power after a nationwide power outage. A nationwide power outage in Pakistan left nearly 220 million people without electricity on Monday, threatening to cause havoc in the South Asian nation that's already grappling with fuel shortages in the winter months. And guys, those are your news headlines for January 24th. As always, all of the news stories that I have covered in this video, I will put the links for in this video's description at the bottom. Don't forget to leave a comment. You can also like and subscribe. You can also visit my website at bcbegley.com for even more news. And I will see you guys later on my next video.